Welcome to our channel, where we deliver concise and fascinating summaries of today's most influential books. Today, we're looking at Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. This book explores how you can use your subconscious mind's incredible potential to alter your life. Have you ever wondered how your thoughts affect your reality? Consider how changing your mindset could affect your life. Joseph Murphy's book teaches you how to tap into your subconscious mind's vast potential to achieve your goals, improve your health, and live a more joyous and satisfying life. In this overview, we'll examine practical strategies and inspiring anecdotes that demonstrate the power of positive thinking and conviction. This book provides the tools you need to overcome problems, attract success, and find inner peace. So, get ready to explore the secrets of your mind and embark on your quest for a better life. Stay with us until the end. A 75-year-old widow once wrote to the author, expressing her great wish to remarry and live a happy life. She diligently followed the suggestions in the book, constantly reminding herself that she was a happy married woman who adored her spouse. She met a well-known chemist, fell in love, and they are now happily married. Indeed, every one of us possesses a treasure, our subconscious mind. We may make significant changes if we learn to regulate and use it effectively. When you tell yourself before an exam that you will fail or will not reach your goals, you are programming your mind to make those outcomes a reality. You're giving your mind incorrect beliefs, encouraging it to feel you can't do this or that. Never let negative thoughts take root. Instead, express your faith with passion and hope. Your subconscious mind will respond, answering all of your inquiries. How your mind works. An older woman was convinced she would lose her memory, but she kept reminding herself that this would not happen. Instead, she convinced herself that her memory was improving every day. This unwavering belief eventually produced the desired result. Although the conscious and subconscious areas of the mind are distinct, they are intricately intertwined. Every conscious thought affects the subconscious. Recognizing that these levels are not independent entities but different parts of the same mind is critical. Your subconscious mind believes everything you say and do and absorbs thoughts without question, while your conscious mind controls actual thinking. Everything you think and do is entirely trusted by it. The idea behind hypnosis, for instance, is that the conscious mind would accept recommendations without question, since the subconscious mind will believe them. So, the subconscious mind will take your views without inquiry, regardless of their right or wrong. Your ideas are entirely under your control, so always keep that in mind. Make sound decisions that will bring you joy. A Scottish surgeon named Dr. James Esdaile carried out 400 surgeries before the invention of anesthesia, demonstrating the tremendous power of your subconscious mind. How did he accomplish this? Through the use of mental anesthesia, he managed to persuade his patients that the treatments would be painless and infection-free. The success rate of his surgeries was extremely high, with only a 2 to 3% death rate. He would hypnotize his patients before each operation by assuring them, "You will feel nothing, you will be fine, you are healthy." Whether digestion, blood flow, or even thinking, the subconscious mind has complete control. It will work for you if you know how to harness its power. Illnesses like ulcers, heart difficulties, anxiety, and others can manifest in the mind and body. Thus, you must rid yourself of toxic emotions like negative thoughts. Remember that your thoughts become deeds, so be extremely careful with each one. Your subconscious mind reacts to every thought you have. Pick a goal and promise to reach it before you turn in for the night. Whatever you desire, better relationships, financial success, or more significant health, allow yourself to be filled with positive thoughts. If you persist in training your subconscious, you will experience incredible, unfathomable miracles. Fascinating insights can be gained from ancient and modern mental health methods. There was no known remedy for tongue paralysis in 1910. However, a renowned narrative from that year tells the story of a guy who suffered from an illness. The doctor he saw put a thermometer on his tongue and said it was a miracle cure. Almost instantly, he regained the ability to move his injured tongue. Hypnotized subjects are easily led to believe they have a particular disease and start showing symptoms as a result of the power of suggestion, according to several studies. The converse is also true. When a patient's subliminal mind believes they are getting better, they frequently feel better than before they were sick. When your unconscious mind commands your body to do anything, it will only do it. Remember to underestimate the capacity of your subconscious mind. You can only tell what life-changing miracles it can offer if you give it a chance. Although the potential of our subconscious minds is well known today, many of us still find it challenging to put that knowledge to good use. There is a lot about this ability that we don't know how to use to improve our lives. To achieve this, you must first learn to control your subconscious mind based on what you know to be healing. First, make a mental plan. Picture it coming to fruition, and fight the urge to think negatively. Doing so will only set you back. Last but not least, have faith in the efficacy of your prayers and pray with conviction. Ways to heal your mind in real life. The engineers building the Golden Gate Bridge were the first to consider the potential stresses and strains the bridge could face. They meticulously tested their ideal bridge design. Failure can result from deviating from the prescribed sequence of events. Similarly, there is a certain order in which our prayers are answered, not before nor beyond the appointed hour, but precisely on the dot. Some things have to happen first, and then other things can follow. The Passover technique is the initial method. Overcoming disease is possible when your desires and thoughts remain deeply ingrained in your subconscious mind. If a young girl keeps telling herself, "My illness is fading, it's disappearing," she might start to feel better in an hour if she has a sore throat, for instance. Next, we have the visualization technique, which is really easy. What you want can become a reality if you take the time to imagine it in your mind. Make a vision board, picture your ideal on some cardboard, and stare at it daily. You can also make your objectives the background of your phone or computer. The sleeping technique is the last one. While you sleep, your muscles relax and your tension levels drop, allowing your subconscious to absorb your ideas more effectively. This synergy between the two will propel you towards your goals. Therefore, visualizing or engaging in autosuggestion shortly before bed is a great idea. The propensity for the subconscious to go forward. Robert Louis Stevenson used to have a ritual before going to bed that involved programming his subconscious with ideas for stories. He insisted that all he had to do was sit down and write down a pre-written story that his subconscious would give him. This is a perfect example of how powerful the subconscious mind can be. It goes against the natural flow of life for a child to become sick and weak at birth, even though most infants are born healthy and strong. One of the most fundamental human desires is to ensure one's survival. The young Frederick Elias Andrews was afflicted with spinal tuberculosis, generally known as Pott's illness. His intense prayers for health during his illness were heard, and he was eventually healed. He had success with the previously described method of falling asleep. A complete bodily renewal occurs every 11 months. The natural order of things is to be healthy, robust, and unencumbered by destructive emotions like jealousy, fear, anxiety, and pessimism. These mental states can create a host of physical problems. Methods for reaching your goals. Think about the landlord who argued with the furnace repairman over a $200 bill for boiler repair. The landlord felt the charge was too high. The repairman justified it by saying that only $5 went for the replacement part, and the other $195 went towards his knowledge of how to address the problem. Similarly, your subconscious mind is rational and has much information on alleviating emotional, mental, and physical distress. Insufficient drive and self-assurance contribute significantly to our failures. Even when people pray intently, their faith is shallow. Their prayers will never be answered since negative thoughts will never leave their minds. Use the sleeping technique, repeatedly visualizing your dreams before bed to reduce the tension between your conscious and subconscious minds. Methods for harnessing the potential of your subconscious mind to achieve financial success. One of the author's friends made $75,000 a year. This acquaintance once went on a lavish 9-month trip, sailing the globe. When he returned to work, he saw that many of his co-workers, while having more experience and education than him, were still working in lower-paying jobs. Why? For the simple reason that they were unaware of and uninterested in the potential of their subconscious mind. Because of this, they were uninspired and lacked lofty goals. It takes more than just thinking about it to become rich. You must maintain your motivation and constantly feed your subconscious new ideas to succeed. If you want to get wealthy, you have to do it then. Reinforce your motivation by telling yourself over and over that you are wealthy, that you are profitable, and that you are always putting your subconscious fresh ideas into action. Speaking with conviction is essential, since your subconscious mind will only believe what your conscious mind thinks. The first step towards failing is a lack of a strong desire to make more money. First, you can't have it both ways when you think about money. What good is it to attract money if you hate it? You can only enjoy financial success if you respect money. Get to know money as your trusted companion and welcome it with open arms. Have faith in the riches you've amassed. People who complain about money usually end up in a tight financial spot. Envy and pessimism creep in when someone with this mentality watches their friends succeed financially and professionally. They now verbally criticize what they had asked for. Although money might buy you a lot of power, you shouldn't let it rule your life. Wealth is a mirage. What matters is the quality of your intellect and the ideas that flow from it. Thus, you should never criticize monetary matters. The power of your subconscious mind might help you achieve your goals. The 3 essential steps for scientists to use it successfully. 1. First and foremost, make time for the things that make you happy. If you need to figure out what that is, then pray earnestly that you may find out. 2. Become an expert in one area. Learn all you can about your passion. If you're passionate about dentistry, consider becoming an expert in endodontics or oral surgery. 3. Your passion should not only be for your advantage, but also the benefit of others. Put your passion to good use by assisting others in need. Remember that your subconscious mind is always mighty when you follow these methods. Famous scientists like Einstein, Edison, and Marconi could understand and use this power for their benefit. For example, electrician and genius Nikola Tesla would mentally picture his creations before making them a reality. He was confident in his ability to conjure up whatever he wanted by meditating on his subconscious. By honing his mental understanding, he could forego the costly and time-consuming process of prototyping by identifying design errors before they were implemented. Insomnia and your subconscious mind. When I have a lot to accomplish the next day and am worried that I won't be able to get enough sleep, there's a method I use to help me deal with marital issues and be happy. I repeatedly assure myself that I shall be up and about at the proper hour the following day. I let it stew in my mind until it became second nature. My alarm goes off at the exact time every morning. This strategy has never failed me. The method is so easy that an alarm clock isn't even necessary, though I always keep one on standby, just in case. Regardless, my remarkable ability to rise before the alarm goes off proves the subconscious mind's immense influence. Neither is it confined to the hours you are awake, nor does it necessarily come with monetary or material benefits. Dreams can sometimes reveal profound truths. Ignoring the influence of your subconscious mind can have detrimental effects on your health and marital life. Therefore, you should always consider its significance. Spirituality should be the foundation of a happy marriage. Relationships driven by monetary gain, social standing, or ego tend to be shallow and transient. When two people commit to one another in matrimony, their hearts join as one, and they begin the journey of life together, creating a more profound connection than anything else in the world. Despite popular belief, marriage is not a panacea for modern society's ills. Make sure you're ready before committing to someone. How do you make your partner happy if you're unhappy with yourself? You must ensure your happiness. You cannot put all your hope in your lover. You can't love another person and commit to marriage unless you convince your subconscious that you're whole and complete on your own. If you keep making the same mistakes in your marriage, it's a sign that you're thinking negatively, and your subconscious is picking it up too. Recognize the error and proceed accordingly. Make sure your subconscious mind shares your faith in your spouse and marriage by having faith in them yourself. Remember that divorce is expected and that getting professional help is never a shame. You shouldn't seek aid from an engineer for a toothache. The same logic applies to marital problems. You should see an expert if you want to keep your relationship together when troubles develop. Tell no one about your marriage problems except your spouse and a trusted professional. Achieving happiness is entirely up to you. It could be if you and your spouse are always worried that your marriage will end. Why? Because your subconscious mind begins to believe what you think when you think this way. How can you hope to experience joy when your mind is filled with negativity? Thus, how can one decide to be happy? Remind yourself first thing in the morning that God has given you this life as a gift and that He controls its course. You may trust that His plan for your life is perfect. You will always find happiness, and everything will work out. The interplay between your subconscious mind and human connections, overcoming mental blocks, fear, and forgiveness. When a person's soul is deprived of love, it withers away, according to Sigmund Freud, the Austrian creator of psychoanalysis. Kindness, reverence, and comprehension are similarly applicable. Your spirit and intellect are shackled when you hold animosity within you. Be considerate of others, watch out for them, and don't always hurt them. Hate consumes a person to the point that they act irrationally, like someone who drinks poison and thinks it won't hurt them. Knowing full well that it poisons your mind and hurts you, why deceive injure, or give misery to others. Always be courteous and respectful to others, just as you would like to be treated. You have complete control over your thoughts about other people, not vice versa. Your response to someone's attempt to annoy you is entirely up to you. How you react to other people's acts is also under your control. You can let it bring you down, or find a way to forgive and move on. If you're suffering from evil thoughts, forgiving other people can help. When you let go of grudges, your spirit finds calm and serenity. Because opportunities are constantly presented, forgiving others is like paying it forward to life. If you hurt your finger or foot by mistake, your subconscious mind will help you overcome it by making the cut or scrape disappear. Once upon a time, there was a man whose heart gave out from the constant strain of his job. His time spent with his children was little. The author talked with him and revealed that his dogged work ethic was an attempt at self-punishment for neglecting his children. Under his conscious mind, he was punishing himself by working too much. If he wanted to be happy, he had to forgive himself. Humans are habitual beings. The distinction between good and harmful habits is a question of personal preference. If you want to form a healthy habit or a terrible one, it's totally up to you. You must first recognize that you have a problem to break a harmful habit. Because they deny they have a problem, many alcoholics find it very difficult to stop drinking. They are too embarrassed to admit they have a problem, and their pride keeps them from getting over it. One must first psychologically prepare themselves to embrace a new habit. Congratulations! You've already accomplished half of the fight when you decide to stop a bad habit. Fear stands in your way when trying to gain control of your subconscious. Conquer your fears by facing them head-on. An account tells of a woman whose stage fright caused her to fail 3 auditions for performances. She was terrified of performing, even though her voice was stunning, since her negative beliefs had taken root in her subconscious. A startling solution was revealed to her. 3 times a day, she would sequester herself in a room, settle into a chair, and close her eyes. Then she'd convince herself over and over again that her voice was so magnificent that it could win over any audience. By reminding herself 10 times that she was terrified of performing on stage, she overcame her fear and went on. She did fantastic in her audition after practicing this method the night before. As soon as she took the stage, her voice enchanted the listeners. The author's neighbor retired at 65. Here's how you may stay young at heart too. For this man, retirement was like transitioning from elementary school to middle school. A fresh start, a chance to learn and grow. That is an incredibly optimistic perspective. Aging ought to be perceived similarly. Life is a journey, not a countdown, and each year is an opportunity to learn and grow from childhood to old age. Many scientists between 65 and 95 years old have lived full lives, experienced much, and learned a great deal. Physical decline is a common symptom of those who are afraid of dying and old age because they are confused about what happens to the body as it ages. When they let their fears get the best of them, they let negative thoughts into their subconscious, which makes them more susceptible to illness. We appreciate you listening to this condensed version of Joseph Murphy's The Power of Your Subconscious Mind audiobook. We hope it has helped you realize your full potential by giving you the knowledge and skills to tap into your inner strength. If you learn to tap into the power of your subconscious mind, your life may be changed, your dreams can come true, and you can have a happier, more fulfilled life. What you think and believe is the key to unlocking this ability. Affirm your desires, picture yourself succeeding, and think positively. Instead of dwelling on the negative, focus on the positive and have faith in yourself. If you want to succeed, your subconscious mind can help you overcome challenges and attract success. Please like, comment, and share this summary if you found it helpful. For more book summaries like this one, subscribe and check out our other summaries. Study and develop alongside us. Until the following summary, take care.